About to film 2 trucks for 5-Star Roofing up in Indiana. Look at this big dog. 6-inch lifted Midnight F450. That's a diamond right there in combination with a 2.5-inch reserve. Let's go. So fast. Look at that. Golly. Fine driving skills there, Cash. Good job, baby. 2 Midnights, back to back. It's the day after the Georgia-Notre Dame game, and we are licking our wounds today. We took the L, but we got 2 great trucks behind us to really cheer up our spirits, because F450 Midnight Reserve Editions are totally epic no matter what's going on in life. You're going to check these 2 trucks out. A great full-time review from my man Caleb, Cash Money. You're going to want to stick around for this one. Let's go.
What's going on, guys? Caleb here again with Wild Willies. Today we have 2 awesome reviews we're about to do of Midnight Reserve Edition. I don't know if you remember, me and Neal did a video not too long ago about a Kelderman 450. It was all white, and actually both of these trucks are going to the same customer. So we're about to hop into a review, and we're gonna go over both of these beautiful trucks. Here we go. It actually surprised me. Chris with 5-Star Roofing. Chris came to me right after we finished his white truck and said, hey, let's go ahead and do a yin and a yang. So we got this black truck right here. He actually had it transported in when he came to pick up his white truck. This truck got dropped off with us, and we were able to start all the accessories on it, and this truck turned out beautiful. It's just like his white truck, same wheels, same tires, almost all the same paintwork. The only difference between this truck is we did not go with the Kelderman. He brought this truck to us already on a 6-inch rough country lift kit, so that's what we went with, and it ended up turning out beautiful. We got Joe with 5-Star Roofing. This is actually Chris's son's truck right here, which how cool is that a father-son duo, they get to have almost identical Midnight Reserve Edition truck. You don't ever hear about that, do you, Neal?
Man, that's crazy.
This is one of the coolest experiences that I've got to do. I got to do both of these together, and it's for a father and son. So this truck right here, we went with a 2.5-inch BDS Elite coilover kit on it, and it's got the same exact wheels and tires Dad, but in a non-super single.
Caleb, the public's heard me say that you're a car guy, you're an enthusiast, you're a truck guy as well. That means a lot. So kind of take me through the process of like why this truck 6-inch lifted versus a 2.5. I'm noticing the 2.5 has more texture removed, more detailed paint work. Speak on that for a second, why they're different.
Of course, yeah. So his dad uses this truck honestly kind of as his work truck is what he told me, and so I did not feel like it was right for us just to paint everything if this thing's gonna be daily driven, because honestly paint work looks amazing and everything like that, but if you're gonna put 50,000-60,000 miles on this truck and just beat it, you know, they do roofing, so it's gonna get beat up a little bit, so I felt like there were certain things that did not need to be textured removed, but it still looks amazing.
100%. So I've noticed in front trimmer valance still textured there versus being painted there. The top of your bumper pad not painted there versus being painted there. And Caleb's exactly right. Think about just high traffic areas. What areas are going to take a lot of abuse from bugs, imperfections in the road debris. So anything up front that you're removing texture and painting, just keep in mind that is going to be more susceptible to those road hazards that you may encounter on the road. So great job there being thoughtful in both trucks, and both trucks to me look midnight amazing. All right, Caleb, I'm seeing we got the Independence wheel, we got the super single up front looking money setup 24 by 12, and we got the same wheel on a dually with adapter setup. Explain to the viewers that scenario.
Yeah, so with the cool thing about this 6-inch kit right here is that it allows us to be able to run a 24 by 12 -40 offset. Now, if you were to do that on a 2.5-inch leveling kit like this, you wouldn't be able to turn. You would end up having to cut up the whole truck. So that's what allows us to be able to run this wheel on such a big kit. So with this truck right here, you know, you've got the 24-inch Independence on 37 1350s, which is almost the same setup as this. It's just the offsets are 2 different things.
Again, very thoughtful on the truck. Going to be used more. Did not do the step pad in custom paint versus going full Mac Daddy on the 2.5.
Believe it or not, both of these trucks actually have the same setups in the rear. If you look at this wheel and tire right here versus if you look at this wheel and tire over here, they're identical. So the rears are not different. The only difference with these 2 trucks is this one's stock ride height in the rear, and this one's already lifted. This one, Chris actually brought it to us. It's got Logic Ready Lift rear airbags on it. So if we actually step over here to the back, the bumper pad back here, we didn't paint it. We didn't paint the step right here as well. Appliques, taillights, everything are identical to this truck over here. And if we actually walk over here, see right here where we went ahead and painted the rear bed step, another bed step right here, appliques, taillights, everything is identical to that one. But with functionality of these trucks, if you're gonna be getting in and out of the bed of these trucks and everything like that, you don't necessarily wanna paint this. It's gonna end up getting scuffed up. You're gonna end up having problems with it down the road. So that's why on that work truck, the daily driver, it kind of makes sense to leave it, you know, textured. So as we finished up this video, guys, I just wanted to say that we're not gonna do cookie cutter builds here at Wild Willies. We take pride in what we do as a company, as a shop. Like I said, my name's Caleb. We got Neal behind the camera. Whatever y'all need, just contact us, let us know, and we would love to help y'all, get y'all a quote together, and hopefully make your dreams become a reality.
I love competition. I love great people. I love what we got going on right here with Caleb Cash. It's my goal to have as many people that are like-minded as possible to be a part of Wild Willies, because if we have everyone on the same page with the same dream and big vision, then we're really going to accelerate and get to our goals that much faster. So it really fires me up to see Caleb handling great customers across the entire country. Indiana, y'all, how awesome is that? Look at this tag out back with the Ball State. This Indiana, seeing that is everything. People here at the dealership want to take care of our local customers first and foremost. That's kind of the old school mentality and thought process. I kind of twisted things up coming in here with we're a global brand. We're a national brand here at Akins Ford and Wild Willies. So of course, yes, we're going to do like every other dealership, entire country. We're going to take care of our local customers, but we're also going to take care of our out-of-state customers with great confidence and convenience. That's the secret to success. It's not just about the small-minded network of just what's in our area. We want to take care of everyone because these vehicles are so legit and so expensive these days. They really are, that you gotta have someone you can trust to deliver on their promise of giving you legit offerings to accentuate these amazing trucks. Now I'm standing here between a 2.5 inch lifted and a 6 inch lifted, and our videos are also very informational. They help you out whether you do business with us or not, and we're cool with that. So look right here just at the mirror height of 2.5 inches versus 6 inches. And remember that white truck is a 6 inch caliber one as well. So those two trucks are very similar. They're in that more of the Everest Reserve Edition realm. This is more of a covert reserve. Both are midnight, don't get it twisted. Love that paint package, but aesthetically, both of them have a prowess to it. On 37s, if you had this truck on a non-super single, if this tall of a lift had this style of a wheel, you would have to go with 38-inch tires. Because look how much void you have here. You would have to go with a bigger tire setup that would just make this truck even more big and boastful. So super single with 37s on a 6 inch kit, that was a perfect setup. And again, I love the black and milling in these wheels. Nobody does it better than American Force on their milling. I'm here to tell you, there's a lot of great wheel companies out there. I'm a huge fan of American Force, predominantly because of their milling. And of course, they've got America in their name, but just some of their subtleties as far as their detailed craftsmanship, I really am drawn to. Not saying that KG1 and JTX aren't banging right now as well. There's so many great offerings, and we're here, as Caleb said, to give you whatever you want. It don't have to be just a Force or just this or that. So we're all about taking care of you the great customer. That makes the biggest difference. Now the paint package up front, totally blacked out. That's incredible. Doing inside the headlights, that's a game changer as well. So looking at these trucks from the front end of different heights, hopefully this helps you decide whether you want to go taller on your lift application or go what most of our customers like, of that leveled setup, still running 37s with ease. Now just talking about the rough country, we have a larger coil spring, of course. We have a remote resi shop. Nothing wrong with this setup. You look right here next door, you have a coilover with Performance Elites along with a remote resi shop, and both have modified radius arms. There's so many different solutions to the equation of how to run your suspension setup. We're here to help navigate you through all of that because there are pros and cons to each of these setups. So that's what we're here for. If you talk to a accessory guy and he offers his opinion on a certain lift because that's what he feels is best for you, ask him why. I feel like more times than not, people get recommendations, but you need to know why, y'all. There's a reason why we tell you you need to run certain things on these trucks, and we know the answer to that. So really dive deep and make sure you're getting the best setup possible. If you deal with us, you know you're going to. Both trucks being platinum, had the black leather seating with contrast stitching, nice perforations, a little bit of Alcantara suede to go along with it. Such an elegant interior overall. It's hard to argue that these 450 trucks are not the baddest trucks on the road for good reason, especially with our Midnight Reserve package. They just go to a whole nother level. And a black on black, you really don't get to see the detail like you can on some other contrasting colors like a Star White or a Carb Gray or Iconic Silver with some black accent. But you all know that black on black is hard to beat. It just has that sinister yet elegant look to it at all times. It's its own vibe. And with a Midnight Reserve rolling around Indiana, we might see it when we go racing there later this year.